BJP is targeting these communities nowadays. There is a community called Muthuaiya which had recently mobilized under a former RSS cadre.
Recently, like in the last year, in 2022, in the name of Ram Navami celebration, the anti-Muslim violence happens across different states of the nation, such as Madhya Pradesh, Gujarat, Goa, New Delhi, Bihar, Jharkhand, Karnataka and West Bengal.
They can't even win individually once. And their vote share is just 20%. Even that 20% vote share is not completely conscious about ideology of BJP. They vote for various reasons, and one of the reasons that I can think is representation. So they identify the communities which are getting ignored by the other parties, mobilize them and make a considerable amount of those communities into their supporter. They are applying the same approach in Tamil Nadu as well. BJP Tamil Nadu unit attempts to organize this minority Hindu communities and gives them representation and thereby tries to gain their support. For example, they organized many events for the Saurashtra community, which is very minority in Tamil Nadu. The sad reality about Tamil electoral politics is that due to the electoral pressure, both the prominent parties are allotting seats to the people, those who belongs to the majority OBC community of the particular constituency. There are few communities like washermen, barber, boyar, etc., which could never become a majority community any day in any constituency. As a result, they went unnoticed by both the prominent parties of Tamil Nadu. BJP is targeting these communities nowadays. There is a community called Muthuaiya which had recently mobilized under a former RSS cadre. They also target communities such as Devendra Kulla Vellala and Kongu Vellala. So under the fake image of replacing AIDMK as its agenda, it slowly wants to reach to game-changing position by gaining around 50% of vote share, which could actually be a game-changing number in Tamil Nadu context. I wish Student Federation of Dravidians as an organization would put a hurdle of all these kind of endeavors of BJP by sensitizing the students with Dravidian ideology and by also putting pressure on both prominent parties to give representation to the unrepresented communities. And BAPSA as an organization will show solidarity to SFD for these attempts. And apart from this, the whole national agenda, I would like to share some of my lived experience as an member of BAPSA in academic spaces. In India, like we all know, Brahminical ideologies are there. We all are getting influenced or exploited by this Brahminical ideology. But in outer society, it can be like by abusing by your caste name or by identity. But in academic spaces, Brahminism is not like abusing by your caste name. In academic spaces, people make you inferior for your identities, and their identities like SC, scheduled caste, scheduled tribe, other backward class, your gender identities. So like I am member of BAPSA. So when I joined BAPSA, so I was questioned like why did I join BAPSA? Because BAPSA as an organization who work for Bahujan people, SC, ST, OBC, minorities, religious minorities, language minorities, gender minorities. So when we assert by our own identity, when I say I am Dalit and I proudly say I am Dalit, so they get inferiority when I assert. That is their problem. So they always question on our politics. They question us, you are doing identity politics. My whole life, my all the lived experiences are just limited to my identity, and when I start asserting on my identity, you say I am doing identity politics. You say I am doing something that is related to my identity. You decided everything for me by my identity, but when I started asserting for my rights, so you feel uncomfortable. So this is hypocrisy.
I am delighted to be here today at the launching function of Students Federation of Dravidians. It is a proud moment for all of us because as we witness the birth of a new student body that is committed to be the empowerment of the youth in the field of politics. As we all know, political empowerment is crucial for any society to thrive. It is the cornerstone of democracy and a key factor in ensuring that the voice of the people are heard. However, in many countries, including us, the youth are often excluded from the political process despite being the future of our nation. That is why the formation of the Students Federation of Dravidians is so important. This new organization provides a platform for the youth to engage in the political process, express their opinions and make the voices heard. It gives them a chance to participate in the decision-making process that shapes their future. As the President of Muslim Student Federation of Delhi University, I am honored to address you today on the topic of political empowerment through the students. It is the topic that is very close to my heart and I believe it is crucial to our collective future. Political empowerment is the process of getting more control over the decisions that affect our lives. It is about having a voice in the decisions that affect our communities, our cities and our countries. It is about taking ownership of our collective destiny, and there is no better way to achieve political empowerment than through the power of students.
Hence, we shall come together regardless of our difference to counter the suppression. Okay, casteism in the nation is not a new phenomenon. It's an age-old phenomenon, but there is no change in that, as you all know. And it is a phenomenon which never allows the nation to attain equity and socio-economic equilibrium. But the hate and discrimination produced by it still prevails. As casteism comes under a basis of a religion, its eradication is also a problematic one. The issues based on this are countless. In India, hate crimes such as lynching, cow vigilantism and mob violence are not a phenomenon but officially unrecorded. Discrimination against religious minorities and lower caste people are not have raised after, I would say, after 2014, it's have been more explicit to the outer world. I would like to share some recent, we all know what has happening and happened there, but I would like to share some incidents. Recently, like in the last year, in 2022, in the name of Ram Navami celebration, the anti-Muslim violence happens across different states of the nation, such as Madhya Pradesh, Gujarat, Goa, New Delhi, Bihar, Jharkhand, Karnataka and West Bengal.
नेशनल दस्तक की आपसे गुजारिश है कि अगर इसको बचाना चाहते हैं तो नेशनल दस्तक को सब्सक्राइब करने के लिए रेड कलर के सब्सक्राइब बटन को दबाएं, फिर बेल आइकन की घंटी दबाएं। नेशनल दस्तक को बचाने के लिए बहुत ज़रूरी है कि हर खबर को शेयर करें, लाइक करें, कमेंट जरूर करें।